the Necros.
We're nasty.
Hot and nasty.
You look at most any film, and the bad guys are the ones that stand out. The villains have the juicy part. So I said, well, why not really juice it up? You could have a whole movie of villains. How good is that?
I guess to explain the Necromongers, you have to explain the Underverse. The Underverse is a place where war is constant, where war is the norm.
The Necromongers have discovered the portal to the next verse, as they call it. And when you die here, you can be renewed on the other side if you've accepted the Necromonger faith.
Convert now, or fall forever.
This is the sixth regime of Necromongers, and they're coming to the conclusion of eliminating the tribes of man throughout the universe.
It's a necromonger. It's dangerous. It's sci-fi, baby. It's serious. I think that when you're going into the sci-fi realm, you want to do a dark film. You want to keep it as real as possible, and you want everyone to see it.
We're gonna find the Riddick, and when we find the Riddick, we're gonna kill the Riddick. Do you understand what I'm saying?
We spent a lot of time in this movie characterizing our bad guys, and as a result, you kind of get to like them in a weird way. Don't get me wrong, they're bad people, but there's these human touches that make them really special, and they're very unexpected.
You really have a soft spot now, huh? You're really there. So, be a necro today. You too, you'll be as happy as I am.
It's just not enough for me to portray them as a singular group of villains. I want to get in there and see who is whom to each other. I want to know the differences between these guys. I want to see the infighting and the backstabbing and the palace intrigue.
I don't see the Lord Marshal as an evil man. He's not. He's a warrior priest. He's Marcus Aurelius, an inspired, enlightened emperor.
Let's go replenish the ranks.
He was given X territory. His job is to go to Y.
This is the Lord Marshal's big dance number. He trails down with his cape here, just comes right out, sings "Luck Be a Lady Tonight."
And action camera.
Lord Marshal is an extremely confident character, and there are very few actors I've met that are as confident as Colin Pure.
I'm gonna go down and kick some serious Helion ass. I mean, I'm not. I'm gonna send Vaco, but, you know, the music will swell when I smile gleefully.
It's been a long time since I've seen my own blood.
Cut.
David wrote a wonderful script that I could see instantly off the page. I know exactly what he wants. He's very specific. He doesn't mess around. There is not a phrase extra. So it gives you the impression that he's going to want this biblically reproduced, where in fact nothing could be further from the truth. He'll come to us, and where I think the lines are very, very precise, he'll say, you know what, I've got about 3 alternates. Do you think you could take those on board before we go? Because I just had other ideas, and what you were doing gave me another idea. Have you any other ideas?
Column is sort of a throwback to film actors of old, or to stage actors. I'm here to service the text and help you tell your story as best I can.
Where does he come from? Who are his people? These are the things I need to know.
I've got to believe that in any dark race, from the Nazis on, that there were people in it who got sucked up and who sort of played along at the beginning, and years later they looked back on their life and they said, God, how did I get to this place?
We all began as something else.
The Purifier is a guy like that.
Good.
He's the bishop to the king. He's the clerical figure. He's, you know, the initiator, converter, the purifier. Purification meaning taking away pain.
Converts. They learn how one pain can lessen another.
There was a kind of zealot in the purifier that allowed him to go this far into it, and he became a very austere cleric, if you like, and a master over pain, and went a long way into it. So these are all things that I created in order to make it real for me to live with and play.
Linus has a tough job. He's got a lot of explaining to do in the movie. And yet he does it with a real clarity, a real dispatch, and he helped me deepen the character, the pathos of the character.
So this is your chance. Your chance to do what no man has ever done.
Linus has one really good ad-lib in the story, and this is him deepening the character for me and for us. The line is, "I've done such unspeakable things."
In the name of a faith that was never my own, was never my own.
3, 2, 1, go!
Baco is so cool.
Carl Urban is so incredible.
It's all about Baco.
First of all, he's an amazing actor.
I want to be Baco.
He will tell you more about a race of people than, you know, a whole room full of writers would have ever thought of. He researches his characters to that degree.
Wait till Chronicles of Riddick 2, Revenge of Baco.
I was immediately drawn to the dilemma of the character and the interesting dynamics and situations that he was in.
Forgive me.
And 3, 2, 1, action!
I had a lot of good candidates for Baco. A lot of good actors wanted to play the role. But I was really convinced when he started to go through the makeup tests and he shaved his head down on the side.
Good as gold.
And he started to armor up, and it reminded me of what actors do, real actors do, is they disguise themselves in the role.
Baco's goals and his aspirations are simply to serve the faith as best as he can in order to achieve his goal of exiting this universe and claiming his rightful position in the Underverse.
Obedience without question, loyalty till Underverse come.
His personal backstory is that I got sucked up when I was 6 years old, and I've never questioned it up until now at the age of 30. But my Achilles heel is that I married a beautiful woman who has ambition, and like Lady Macbeth before her, has enough ambition for them both.
She's stunningly beautiful. The kind of beauty that makes you want to be on the same set that she's on.
Let me show you the way.
Kind of beauty that makes you knock on her door just to check on her in the morning.
She wants more for her husband because she sees such greatness in him.
You can keep what you kill. That is the necromonger way.
She is a great Machiavellian character, manipulating from behind.
Now! Kill the beast while it's wounded!
I liked her unashamed lust for power, and I mean, it's pretty gross, really, but that seemed like a lot of fun. Watch your step and your face. David, he must be crazy, right?
How coy was she? Watch your step.
I mean, you read this and you just think, oh my goodness, where has this man been? But it's been really fulfilling bringing those characters to life, because one of the great things about being in a kind of futuristic movie is that you've got nothing that you're tied to, so whatever you bring to it can work.
The more you resist them, the greater the damage will be.
Go see